Hi there, I'm Dave, and today I'm going to take you through the ins and outs of the OnlyCat Cat door. The cat door that won't let your cat bring predators into the house. We live here in New Zealand. We've got two beautiful cats, Billy and Ivy. Ivy doesn't really put a foot wrong. She doesn't catch anything from outside and bring it in. She's maybe a cicada. That's about as much as she'll do. Billy, on the other hand, will grab anything he can, and the first thing he does is bring it inside. And a while ago, we went away for a few days and left our daughter here looking after the house. And over 5 days, Billy brought in 5 mice. We got home, and over the next 2 days, he brought in 2 rats and let one of them go, and it ended up living under the fridge, and it was a drama. We were kind of at our wit's end, and it came to a head when I got home one day and Janet said, I've been trying to think who we can give Billy to. And that was like, wow, okay, I'm kind of willing to put up with it, but we were pretty much at the end of it. And so I thought, right, I need to have a look around, see if we can solve this. And I came across a new product called the OnlyCat Predator Stopping Cat Door. It's in England. It's a company in England. It was new. I couldn't find out that much information. And the thing was, was £500. So that's equivalent of about 1,300 New Zealand dollars. So it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money to spend. But I thought, right, we're going to look into it. And one of the very first things you find, and it's not obvious, they don't make it that obvious, and that is, it has to have power. The cat door is connected to the internet, and you have an app, and it shows when your cat tries to bring something inside. So it's got a 12-volt power lead that you have to plug in. So that also was like, well, how are we going to do that? The cat door is already in the door. It's an opening door. And so those two things were the sort of the price and the connection thing were the issues. And in the end, we thought, we're actually going to take a punt and do this. We also found out when you go to the website, they will make it for you when you order it. So it wasn't an immediate thing. You have to wait. But we went, okay, we were so fond of those 2 animals. I don't want to get rid of one. We'll do what we can. So we ordered it. And it took some weeks, and it suddenly turned up. It connects, it's the same shape as the one called a shore flap, and which is the cat door we had. So the hole is the same size, and you can use some of the sort of circular flap components to it, and then you put a new one of the square insert in. And so we did it. It wasn't that hard. Did it ourselves. Was fine. Downloaded the app. And then the issue for us was getting the power cord in. And so I'm going to show you how we did that. Okay, there it is, the OnlyCat cat door. It's got a display on top telling you it's ready for action. There's the door. Now the thing with the OnlyCat cat door is it needs power. So when you get it, you actually get a white power lead, but it wasn't long enough for our purposes, so we had to go and buy one. And at the time, we couldn't get a white one. So that's just sitting there temporarily because it'll look better in white. But so this is how we solved it. So the door, that lead is as stretched as it's ever going to be. Now, if I open the door, that's going to loosen up. So that all works fine. So then, would have been better if there'd been a power point over there, but there wasn't. So we've had to come down, go along the floor, and this is our laundry here, and we've plugged it in over there. So that was one of the main things we had to figure out, was how that was going to work. And it actually works fine. Once you get it done, it definitely is good. So when we got it set up, the first time the cat goes through the cat door, it checks their chip, and on the app you name which cat it was. And every time a cat comes in or out, it lets you know. You can have a little quiet notification, or you can have a little bing if you want. and if it brings in contraband detected, I think it says, then bing, red lights and a little siren thing, a little bell to let you know. And so got it all set up. Ivy wouldn't go through it. Took her 2 weeks, and the reason was, when you go up close to it, is cat door sees the chip and makes a clicking, quite a loud click, that is the door opening, and that freaked Ivy out. She was like, and it took over 2 weeks for her to use the door. So I'd say one thing, an improvement, OnlyCat, if you ever watch this, if you can make that switch quiet, it would be quite good. So it clicks before they leave, before they go through the door, and then it actually clicks again after they've left. Both which things sort of freaked Ivy out. So she took her 2 weeks, and we were actually kind of going, oh, is this actually going to work? Eventually, she learnt it. Both cats were just using it. And I'm going to say, once you get it set up and running, it's life-changing. You know, we used to come home to artworks like this. This was a regular occurrence in our house. Billy leaving stuff like this, or bringing in rats that are pretty much this size. And the screaming, the blood, the guts, the trauma for all of us was just too full on. And we don't have to think about it anymore. It actually works. This thing works, and it is... I actually think it's worth the money. It's a pretty amazing product. I think it's early days, so there's not a lot of information. There's not as that, which is why I'm doing this video. It's like, I wouldn't have mind knowing what the issues were before we got it, because we took quite a big punt to get this shipped over to New Zealand, $1,300. It was worth it. We'd never even think about it anymore. Here's some of the, here's one of Ivy. So he'd even picked up this, a cicada. She's got a cicada in her mouth, bing, can't come inside. And here's Billy trying to bring in a few rats, which didn't make it. And if he had, probably one of them be living under the fridge light right now and coming out and eating the cat food at night, and we'd only find out eventually when you start smelling it. I realised that Billy has an amazing sense of smell, and that's why I think he can catch so many little mice and rats. If there's one in the house somewhere, he knows. He can smell it out instantly. So you always know if he's let one go, because he's busy trying to get behind the bookshelf or under the fridge or something, and it's like, oh no. But as I say, no more. The OnlyCat Cat door, if you can get it, set it up, and get the app and get it all working, it's fantastic. There you go. It's a review of the OnlyCat predator stopping cat door. Well, what do you reckon, Billy? Do you like the door?